Everyone should be penalized at all times for everything.
Well, when you're 19 and you're breaking 90, they shouldn't hurt you even more by fucking with your handicap.
You and the woman at CDGA are going to be best friends. I don't know. I don't know how
retiring.
anything
I think she's
works.
retiring this year.
She's you know why? Because she gets phone calls from guys like you all the time.
I think she looks
why
forward
is
to
this?
my.
Yeah.
That's my Friday call.
So you think you're the reason? You going into work Friday? Yeah. Well, Mark, I think I'm going to get a call.
You know what I
from
love
Mark.
about technology is when you call the CDGA hotline. You call the number.
Wait, they have a hotline?
You go through the prompts.
Golfing? Can you make a golfing handicap hotline for what? For psychopaths?
Help,
Like
call their
help
number.
me.
You call the number and then you go through the prompts and it says for questions about your handicap, press 2. Push 2, and it's the same woman. She's like, she answers. I can't remember her name off the top of my head for some reason, but she answers, and then you start asking her questions, and she's like, okay. She's already answering them because she's already pulled you up because it's attached to your phone number. So she's already got my whole profile.
Can I
up.
get that number? I want to just call it just to see what they have to
It's
say.
on the app, you weirdo.
Oh, okay.
No, you know what'd be great?
You just
She brings Ted up. She goes, "Why are you calling?"
Right.
What's the purpose?
So you press 1 to reach the CDJ person. You press 2 to find out who OJ's real killers are, and you press 3 to get in touch with the guy who gives a shit. That's who I want to talk to. I was like, I want to press option number 3. I just want to talk to the guy that gives a shit.
I don't know, man. It's just it. So we had our annual employee outing thing at the golf course, and I guess one of the guys who's not very good threw a club, and they really gave him some,
purposely.
Yeah. So after a bad shot, he threw a club, and they were really getting on him.
He Joe Marquetched it?
Yeah, he Marquetched it.
Well, like he overhanded it, or you saw him do it, or you just heard it?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I didn't see it. No, I was busy winning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who was on your team?
My buddy Murdy, and
he's good.
Adrian, and you don't know any of these guys, and then Jim, who I didn't know. I walk in and I go to
Jim. I know Jim.
No, different Jim.
Oh.
Different Jim. So I go to Guy. I said, Guy, who's this Jim guy? It's literally the guy who's standing next to me. He goes, you mean that Jim? I go, there's so many guys named Jim, and he goes, there's only 2 guys named Jim.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
like,
mean in the world? In the world?
Yeah. I'm like, I don't know the guy. He works in the morning.
Well, at least you didn't say, "Hey, who's this tomato can Jim I'm supposed to be playing with?" So at least you didn't do that.
Piece of garbage that I've heard. This child molester. Yeah.
Who do I got to carry around on my back for the next 18 holes? Some schlub named Jim.
How did you win? It's a best ball?
Yeah, just a scramble. Yeah. I actually, the guys, I putted 3 times. Everybody else played well.
Oh, okay.
I hit really, was the most team effort-y thing I've ever been part of.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
good.
we won by 2, 5 under. How many? Were awesome.
And that's a reasonable score. So that means there's no cheating. That means everybody seemed to be played straight up.
I mean,
so that's
you
good.
can see everything. You played the course a million times. You know that if people are standing, when we're making birdie putts, people are standing in the tee box watching from everywhere.
But that never stopped anybody at, say, Alpine Valley, for example, from writing down scores that were fictional, to say the least.
Absolutely fucking ridiculous. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to argue about it, and I'm not going to complain. I played with 3 really nice guys. We had a blast. We had the tunes going.
There you go.
Yeah, everybody was cool. They were fine with everything.
Weather
I
was
said.
great. Yeah,
weather was perfect.
Hot.
Yeah,
It was hot out today.
it was warm.
I wish I would have known you were there because I drove by there twice today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had to work out in Buffalo Grove for a little bit.
What are you gonna do? Wave?
I would have.
Matt, it's me.
There's not a gallery there? Aren't there galleries set up for this?
To watch us?
Yeah, like on 18
Yeah,
when you're coming
there you go.
home.
You know what? Yeah, watching 30 old white men play golf. There's
There's no women allowed, right?
Oh no,
That's
there
the
were a
kind
couple.
of club you work at?
No,
It's like Augusta National.
No, there were a couple. A couple of the.
Well, you refer to them as men too.
The lady bartenders were playing, but they weren't on my team.
I wish I knew you were playing today because I would have been like a Ryder Cup fan. I would have gotten really drunk, and then I would have said
Start throwing shit
No,
at
I just
me?
would have said "F you, Rory," just constantly.
There's no one named
reason.
Rory. You just out there,
exactly.
fuck you, Rory.
Exactly.
She's like, his name is Dave.
No, it's still Rory.
Fuck you, Rory. Did you see they threw? I did not know this.
I didn't see.
They threw shit at Rory McIlroy's wife.
Somebody threw
Yeah,
a
I
drink
didn't.
at him.
I just heard it was just. I mean, I didn't see any of it, but I heard it was like out of control. They said even like the edited version on TV, they were just like, just on him and like saying obviously just they crossed the line, but then they just said but then they basically made the excuse like, well, it is people in New York, so they're almost like mutants anyway, so you can't really expect anything less of them.
Yeah, guys from New York are like, it's New York. I'm just like, okay,
So you have a right to be a psychopath just because you're in New York. Okay.
Is that is New York like the Indian word for total jagoff? I mean, They were saying awful things, throwing shit at some guy's wife.
You know,
I mean, she's hot. You don't throw things at hot girls. You throw things at ugly girls. That makes
think about it. They could have removed them from the course.
No, they should.
Well, I think a few people did get removed.
They should. They should have. I mean, it was just. It's so silly. It's okay. First of all, I don't get I get rooting for your guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And when the other guy's playing well, how do you swear at? I mean, any sport. When Aaron Judge walks up, how do you go? Fuck you, Aaron Judge, and he goes, nope. I think I'm going to fuck you by hitting a home run right here. Yeah. I mean, it's just I don't understand the whole thing where you think like $20 or $50 or $500, whatever you paid for a ticket.
Hasn't always been like that though.
No, you know what? It's gotten the world has gotten very mean in the last.
Well, that's not the world.
Well,
America.
America's gotten really mean in the last.
It's us.
6 months.
So it's a social media phenomenon.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's not the fat fucking orange guy that was there with the New York hat on. New York Trump. That's what he's calling himself. New York Trump.
Didn't see any of it.
That was his hat. New York Trump.
I saw the
or
thing
Trump,
today.
New York.
He's
Trump,
starting a new thing where you can get prescription drugs, and it's calling it Trump RX. Did you see that?
I think I saw a little smattering of that. Yeah.
I don't even understand it. But does it have to? I mean, do you have to have such a small dick to name everything after you? I mean, after a while, don't you just name it after anyone else, a mountain, the Grand Canyon?
Speaking of mountain, I'm surprised he's not angling for a face on Mount Rushmore.
No, they already talked about it.
Nobel Peace Prize, that's in the running.
Yeah, you know what? Just again, I'll tell you what I tell people on social media: just fucking give it to him. And if that shuts him up, just give it to him.
Yeah.
He's just going to bitch and moan.
Well, I'm saying
about
they
it.
gave one to Obama for they didn't really articulate why that was. So I'm like, might as well give one to Trump too. Just
why, Ted?
No, I'm just saying, but they did. Like Obama won the Nobel Peace Prize when he was in office, and
we don't think he deserved that.
Well, I'm just saying that I can't remember exactly what it was for. I think it was just for being him. I mean, he didn't.
You can't remember when we're playing golf next. No, seriously, you can't remember when we're playing golf next. So
Sunday, 12:35.
Why are you wearing that thing in your arm now? You're not golfing.
Yeah. Teddy is. Oh, for if you don't know, Teddy is injured.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you have, Ted? You have
some type of. Obviously, I'm assuming it's some type of ligament or tendon strain in my left elbow that's been going on for the last actually a few weeks now, and it's just real sore and tender. So I'm gonna get it checked.
And
out.
you're going to the actual doctor on Friday.
Yeah, an actual it's not like my primary, but it's an actual doc because I have a regular appointment with my doctor, but it's not until December. But I said, hey, if I can have somebody look at my elbow, and I'm not expecting miracles. I'm not saying I'm gonna get like an MRI or anything, but if they could just say, yeah, you just give me an idea what it could be.
I'll tell you what they can give you because it's not going to affect you at this point. Tylenol. It's too late for you.
So I can just take the whole bottle.
You can take as much as you want.
And I can take the whole bottle, including the
after
bottle.
2 minutes, the doctor's going to say that. Whoop, Tylenol. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what I think's wrong with your elbow? I think you ruptured your fallopian tube.
Your fallopian tube.
I think that's a fallopian tube rupture.
It's in there. It's in there.
Wouldn't that be awesome if the doctor? Listen, I know he's not going to do this. So if he went like this, he goes, "Yeah, you know what? A little more is not going to hurt. He's already taken so much Tylenol, so much Tylenol."
But I did read. I don't know if this is true, but they say Aleve is the best over-the-counter anti-inflammatory.
Yeah,
you can buy.
I think everybody says that.
Yeah,
ibuprofen. I think everybody. Yeah, we got some nurses in the family and
Right.
stuff, and they all say the same thing. That's your go-to.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. You know what's funny? I try. I mean, unless I'm really, really hurt, I really don't like to take any of that stuff.
Neither do I. But I'm just like this. But this is like a little more extreme. So I just, the common thing, like you ice it, you take the anti-inflammatory. Well, the hard part is don't move it, which is you can't help but doing that because everything you do is you're moving your arm, and I don't want to put myself in a sling. And they said obviously don't do the activity that aggravates it. So
why? Because it hurts.
The funny thing, it doesn't actually hurt like that much when I play. It just hurts like afterwards, and it's different. Like one day, like it didn't hurt that much, but then the next another day it'll hurt like even more. So
I had to pick up a ladder and put it in my truck, and my fucking elbow was just burning. And I was in so much pain. I just put it in there.
There you go.
Didn't matter.
There you go.
You know why? Because it's just a strain. It's just
Yeah.
sore.
Yeah,
So
it's sore. Yeah,
it'll eventually go away. It'll
Yeah.
eventually go away.
No, I mean I'm going to play Sunday no matter what, unless they say I got like a tear or something. But
he could be actually injured. What are you talking about?
Remember when he thought he tore his fucking shoulder open? He had to go to the doctor for that. You just never lifted weights, and you
just
went,
stopped lifting.
Oh, that was different.
my shoulder hurts. I'm going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is unfortunately like I'm not wearing this for this is because it's funny. I was playing with Matt last week.
Got a
and
copper fit sleeve.
we-
Ted
we-
is wearing a
Does nothing.
copper
It's
fit
just-
sleeve on his
we,
elbow.
we got paired up with a rando at Caldwell, and I was wearing the sleeve, and he goes, "Oh, he goes, why are you wearing that?" I said, "Well, I'm not wearing it for fun. I'm wearing it because not to look cool."
Well, that's kind of a dick answer.
He didn't ask you if you were wearing it for fun. He asked you why you were wearing it.
Yeah, I think, but he
Let me
brought
tell
it
you the
up,
7 reasons I'm not wearing it. Number 1, it doesn't look good.
He
I
figures
look
anybody
stupid.
that wears that for straining the elbow wants the attention, so he was giving you
Yeah.
attention.
So, but the funny thing is, actually, I see a lot of people actually wear this at bowling, and I don't, it's like young guys. I think they just do it because they wear a compression sleeve, but I don't think they're hurt. I think they're just doing it to look cool. But this is the first time I've ever worn like a sleeve because it does help a little bit, but it's still painful. But it is what it is. So
So that's why
figure it
you
out.
said, I'm not trying to wear it to look cool because I don't know anybody who thinks that wearing that thing on their elbow looks cool.
No, it doesn't look cool. It actually is. It's kind of a cool looking sleeve, but I mean,
No.
I'd rather not be wearing
See?
it.
No, it's not.
He
I'd rather not wear it though.
Mark, you know why he's wearing that? Because he thinks he looks cool. He thinks he looks like some kind of athlete,
Yeah.
like who's injured. So it kind of tells people, look at me, I'm good at something.
Yeah.
I play it all the time, and now I'm hurt. I can't be as good as I normally.
Look at me. I'm Tyreek Hill.
I heard. So I just heard the update on him. So I didn't see the play, but I heard he might have he dislocated his knee, and they said if he
He
tore
had
his
surgery.
ligaments,
He already had
They-
surgery.
yeah.
his career might be over.
He already had surgery.
They tore. So if you didn't watch the football
No, I
game
didn't
last
see
night,
it. I didn't see
his leg was facing forward, but from his knee down was turned sideways. I thought it was just his ankle turned sideways. His entire bottom part of his leg from his knee was completely turned sideways.
Was it a non-contact play? I didn't see any of it. Or did he get
No,
tackled?
he got tackled
Oh, okay.
and kind of
No, he
torn.
landed weird.
It
Oh, okay.
it was at first I'm like, oh, he's out for a while because his foot is sideways.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I've seen dislocate. You can probably pop a foot back, and then Jack is looking at it. He goes, that's his whole leg.
was
And I'm like,
gross.
from
It
the
was
top
pretty
down? He
gross.
goes, no, from the knee down.
Yeah.
His whole leg is sideways.
Didn't that happen? Didn't that happen to a guy in college that he got drafted, but he I think went to Clemson or South Carolina, but he tore up his Marcus Lattimore from I think it was from South Carolina. Yeah, he dislocated his knee really badly, but he still got drafted. But I think he was never really the same after that. I mean, he recovered and he played.
Who drafted him? The Raiders or the Bears? Those are the two teams
know,
that would take
you
the guy.
know-
Oh,
you
we just draft
I'll
guys
tell
with herniated discs. That's all.
You know, it's ironic. He just got I think he settled out of court last year. He was sued by some model he was dating because he broke her leg.
Oh, Tyreek Hill, you're talking
Last
about.
year, yeah, he broke her leg last year.
No,
There's irony in
so
there.
that's
Yeah.
so that story. Yeah, so I read the
irony
story.
in
So
Still
the,
talking.
no, the background.
I'm still talking about that story.
Okay, but you know why he did that?
But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
How did
No,
how
go
did she
ahead,
earn
Ted.
how did she earn a broken leg?
I do know how he did it.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
how did she earn a broken leg? Because
Well,
she obviously did something to get him mad. It was her fault.
No, the story behind it is she was teaching him football moves, or they were practicing football. Yeah, they were
So
doing
she-
some football related activity. He was showing her football moves or something, and he broke her leg during the whatever they were doing, and then she
football
sued him.
moves.
She sued him.
So what? I mean, can you break somebody's leg during sex? That would seem pretty intense. Or are you just angry and you?
So I think this is like a bigger sized girl, and she's like an influencer or something. So the way I heard it was that they were like goofing around, and she got like the better of him. Like she tackled him or did something where like she embarrassed him in front of his friends. So then he like obviously was his small dickitis took over, and then he like really tackled her, and that's how I think she broke her leg. That's what went down.
She was a great big girl, great big fat girl,
She was a big girl.
great big fat girl. Oh wow!
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh wow! That's what. I mean, that's probably like. That's probably the worst thing for a professional athlete, right? Like a man, like a
to get shown up.
shown up by, I guess, to be shown up by a girl if you're a football guy, because it's that toughness thing.
Nobody shows him up.
Yeah. Nope.
Well, that's what
and
he's
then
not-
karma showed him up.
Yeah, well, he definitely got the worst of it. So because I mean, his whole game was predicated on speed. So I don't think he's.
It's absolutely amazing that I don't think he got drafted, right? Because he got kicked out of Oklahoma State because he choked his pregnant 20-year-old girlfriend. He choked her.
Okay, what
And
did
then
she do to deserve
And
that?
pled
She
guilty.
tackled him
It sounds like he hangs around with a lot of
He
women
pled guilty,
that,
and
that
then he
really
was arrested,
are asking
pled
for
guilty,
it.
and was kicked out of college. And then I'm not sure what happened to him after that, but then like 2 years later, he was arrested again for, I think, choking his then girlfriend. It's crazy.
A different girl, yeah, but I think
and
he's
then
got
he
a
punched.
history.
He beat somebody else up.
Yeah, he's got a history of domestic violence
And then
against women. Yeah,
it
so,
just goes on and on and on.
And I'm sure now that he's not playing football anymore, he's going to be doped up on pain medication. I'm sure he's going to be a real.
Wow, Ted, you have him. That's it.
Wow.
Tyreek Hill dead.
No, but I'm saying,
Tyreek Hill.
no, but I'm saying I'm sure he's going to be a real sweetheart to
this
whoever
morning,
to whatever woman.
breaking news: Tyreek Hill dead. To Ted.
He's not distracted by football anymore, so now he can do a full-time domestic violence tour.
Well, he's got women to choose from. He's got 6 kids from 5 different women, and then he's having a 7th kid with his current partner.
Getting a Nick Cannon vibe here.
Well, I mean, at least Nick Cannon's got tons of dough. I mean, I guess Tyreek Hill probably has tons
Hey, he
of
just
dough,
signed
too.
like $80 million contract.
It's probably guaranteed, right?
You know what's it's that weird thing where you know all these. If you're dating Tyreek Hill, you know all the things he's done, and you say like he broke somebody's leg and he's choking and pregnant and you know doing all this and hitting all these people, and then you say to yourself, but he won't hit me. And that's just so that
No.
I
They
know
want,
it's
they want him to hit them.
No,
$80 million.
No, what
I
they're
don't
saying,
want-
what they're saying is like he's got $80 million, so you know he can make a seed deposit here because
That's
I'll
probably
be
what's happening.
paying for
They're all
child support.
antagonizing him.
Which probably doesn't take too much. He doesn't seem like the sharpest tool, you know. He's you know what he is? He's like the human version of a Cape Buffalo. It's easy to like get him aggressive, right?
And there we go to the Cape Buffalo.
It's
talk.
been
No,
about
I don't
a
know.
year.
I
It's been
have-
about a year since we brought up the Cape Buffalo.
He's
A
a
year.
he's a human Cape
Yeah,
Buffalo. It's
it
he-
has.
It has not been a year
has
since
been a
Ted has
year.
mentioned Cape
He's
Buffalo.
he's very predictable, so it's easy to like get under his skin, and then you know once you set him up. So yeah, I would take an ass beating from Tyreek Hill for a couple of $1 million settlement.
You can't wear a sleeve
Ted,
on your head.
there's something that goes along with that you'd also have to take, and I don't think you'd want to do that.
He's gonna
I
put a
honestly-
sleeve on his head.
I'll blindfold him with the
Ted,
sleeve.
you look pretty cool with that sleeve on your arm. See, I told you somebody thought I looked cool.
Fuck you, Tyreek. Bam.
I just tackled Tyreek. Ouch! Well, now Ted, you could catch him now. I mean, if
Well,
he's
apparently anyone can catch Tyreek
he's
Hill.
hurt. So yeah. All right. We got to get this thing started. This is the Real Three Idiots podcast, and happy National Orange Shirt Day. Yeah, I'm assuming National Breathe In and Out Day was already taken, so they needed something just as lame. Orange Shirt Day.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's my favorite color.
No, it's not.
It's the Bears.
Orange?
It's the Bears color.
Yeah, it is.
You do not wear a lot of orange.
I don't think I wear a lot of orange, no.
So how, if it's your favorite color, you would have to do something. Your truck's not orange. Your shoes aren't orange. Your glasses aren't orange.
I have orange shoes.
In fact, we went out to breakfast. You had apple juice. You didn't have orange juice.
I don't like orange juice. Unless it's freshly squeezed.
Don't like orange juice.
I do, freshly squeezed. I don't like the stuff in the store, though.
Do you squeeze your own orange juice?
No.
Okay, quick question before we get to Ted's tips. Is your pee supposed to be yellow or white?
Well, it depends
That's
on
a
what
good
you
question.
eat.
That's a good
there's
question.
there's no right or wrong answer to that.
Now, if it's dark yellow, that means you're kind of dehydrated. Though you don't just as long as it's not like dark yellow.
Well, again, it depends on what you're eating.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, your urine is signs of some sort of nutritional imbalance, or usually if you're peeing like clear, it means you probably didn't eat a lot and you're hydrated, right? I think you're just pissing out.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Like,
clear is good.
I
don't
eat,
know.
I
I've
eat
been
a lot
back
of
and
beets,
forth.
so usually my piss is like almost red, like brown. Sometimes, not every day.
Yeah, no, I just had some like intense yellow pee and then some very clear pee and
Vitamins
and
do that
back
too.
and forth.
You know, vitamins do that too. Like vitamins, if you're jacking up on vitamins for like when you're sick, like taking the ambervescence, it turns like
I don't know
bright
what that
yellow.
is.
An
I have no idea what
ambervescent.
that is.
Oh, just like a vitamin.
I've been, you know what? Now that I
Dr. Mark,
eat
you're
lots
a
of-
professional
No, now that I eat
urologist.
lots of like fruits and vegetables and stuff. Well, actually, a lot of vegetables, not that many fruits. I haven't really been taking any vitamins. I feel pretty good.
I had asparagus last night. So.
Ooh. Well, we know what that does to your pee.
Nothing better than just asparagus in a pan, a little olive oil, and then just sprinkle a little feta on it.
Nothing better.
Just power.
It's
just
still amazing.
Power
It's
slam.
still amazing that you could eat like a small amount of asparagus and then your pee smells like that. Like you ate asparagus. So that's like the only vegetable I know of that does.
I'm not
that.
smelling my pee. I'm just looking at colors. Too.
Well, I'm not like
Some
sniffing
people,
it.
some people can't smell that.
Really?
Yeah, not everybody can smell that.
Okay. Well, you know, I could see.
Like the inability to, like if I had a shitload of
doesn't-
asparagus and eat in the middle of a room, no one would. There's people that wouldn't know that.
Correct. That's the thing.
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I see dead people, but I don't necessarily smell pee asparagus related urine. So I guess it evens out. I'm kidding. I can do both.
There are times that I know what
I
Ted
just
now.
tuned them out.
Yeah, Ted, 20 years, right? 18 years.
What?
18 years I've known you.
Yeah. Is
There,
that long?
Just recently, in the last 2 months, there are times that you've said words that I don't even understand what is happening in your brain for you to say those words, and I can't comprehend the words.
The tip last week is a perfect example of that.
Oh yeah, you
With the
Ted,
cereal, I don't know where you. I mean, it was just weird.
put your-
choose
yeah.
one of these three
Oh.
cereals. And then somehow you got into like
That was bad.
penis in the bowl with milk and
Yeah, okay, and you can't do that this week. You saw the tip.
Oh
right?
yeah, this is an easy one.
Okay,
This is
but-
an easy
but
one.
you
Yeah.
saw the tip.
Yeah, this is obvious. This is a
Okay, so
harmless
people
tip.
are gonna know that you
This is
can't-
a harmless tip,
We're
not
not
the
giving.
cereal
We're
one.
not giving an X-rated.
You were picking
answer.
a cereal, and you basically like optioned raping cereal. Yeah. I want you to think about that. That's what you optioned. That was one of your options.
I couldn't
In
remember.
fact,
I
I'm
couldn't.
going to replay that segment
No,
at
please
some
don't.
point.
I couldn't remember
No,
what something
no,
triggered
no.
me with that tip, and that's why I got a little slightly hostile there. So I apologize to.
All right, let's get to it because we got a guest, and
I gotta
hopefully
order-
this will
I need
be
to order something to drink.
hopefully this will be short and
I
sweet.
got to Uber Eats to bring me a drink because he doesn't.
Let's see.
fucking
So we're
give
not
me
going to
drinks.
do a song today. So I'll just do the sponsor.
There's nothing in the fridge for me.
There's not.
I got Uber Eats delivering me something.
Ted's Tips is brought to you by Charlie's Shaped Potato Chips. Charlie's Shaped Potato Chips specializes in chips shaped like famous people. Would you like a bag of Pope chips? How about serving your friends a nice big bag of Taylor Swift barbecue chips? No matter who your favorite person is, we can make the chips that look just like them. Don't eat another boring bag of chips that look like, well, potato chips. This Halloween, serve something really scary like a bag of chips that look just like your mother-in-law. Try something different. Try Charlie's Shaped Potato Chips. Not available in Idaho or California. I have no idea why you can't get them there, but you cannot. All right, Teddy, for 189 times. God, you know what? I can't stop thinking about this.
crazy.
Are you ready for your tip?
Let's do it.
Okay, Ted, we need your help. You're helping multiple people. Again, above the waist. My son did a wonderful job of snake sitting for his friend when he went on vacation for 3 days. He's 8 years old, Ted. This kid is 8 years old. Now, he did not send that tip in, but the kid is 8 years old. Now he wants a pet snake. There is no way we are letting him have a snake. We tried offering him a dog, a cat, even a gerbil. We need a lie to put this to bed once and for all. To remind you, and this is from them, he's 8 years old. Tanya and Gil from Reading, Pennsylvania. Is it Reading?
I think it's Reading.
Reading,
They listened
Pennsylvania.
to the show last week. That's why they stressed. He's 8 years old.
This-
He's
I
not in
think this
college.
came-
He's not at Kentucky.
I think this came in. I don't
Big Blue.
remember the date when it was. Yeah, so they could have. Okay, Ted. This is a lie to an 8-year-old, and it shouldn't involve any genitalia
No.
whatsoever. Please.
Yeah, I don't think you have to lie. Okay, so I'll just give you an analogy. So when my kid was around 8 years old, she wanted a puppy really badly, and kids can get relentless, and she hounded us for a long time, and we knew that if we got her the puppy at that age, that we would be the ones, the parents, end up taking care of that puppy. Once that shiny new car smell wears off. So we held off on that. So, but what we did to kind of placate her is we took her to a lot of animal shelters so she can see dogs. So she can. You can't play with the dogs at an animal shelter, but you can play with the cats. But it just kind of like you can be around animals, so it kind of satisfied her need to be around those type of pets. So I would just say, since we're talking about snakes, maybe just do the same thing. Maybe go to some extra zoo visits where there's the reptile. Go to the reptile house. Take the kid there. Go maybe see like a heptologist. Is it what's a snake specialist?
Herpetologist.
Herpetologist. Yeah, and then to learn about snakes. Maybe there's like a seminar or something where you can learn about different snakes. And then obviously as the kid gets older, more responsible, then you can talk about getting a snake. Or if you did get a snake when he's younger, get something like harmless, like a gardener snake, right? That's like a common snake you can buy at like a pet store. I think I had one when I was a kid, and to set up like their terrarium for that is actually not that. It's actually pretty easy. They're actually pretty low maintenance. You're not getting like a boa constrictor or like a bushmaster or like a black mamba or something, or
A spitting cobra.
or anything from Australia, because I think.
So you're telling them to get her a
No, I'm just saying, like, wait a
No,
few
no,
years.
no, no.
But if
No,
you do
no.
get a snake, a gardener snake is very, I think it's easy to take care of. I think their life expectancy is not that much. So yeah, if to teach kid responsibility, a smaller snake that's pretty benign and harmless. I would say if you did have to get the kid a snake, get a gardener snake, but at least wait until he's like maybe 12 or 13. Don't do it when he's 8 because he's not going to be able to.
Okay, I you know what? I cannot lie and say that isn't genius. So,
But there's no
first,
lie. You're not giving him a lie.
Well, no. First, I know I like. Listen, Tanya and Gil, I think this makes sense. Don't give him a snake now. Make him learn about snakes. Make him spend some
That's
time.
what I was going to suggest. Like show him a bunch of videos of like snakes killing people, eating people. Then he's not going to want a snake.
Okay, I don't think Ted
Just
would
go off the
I
cliff.
think Ted was literally not going with that at all. I think what you're saying is
let them see some really bad.
Let them
things
see the
with
movie Snakes on the Plane. Let them see that movie.
Anaconda.
Yeah, it's a video. Am I Anaconda? No.
Yeah. The movie Anaconda.
Baby Got
yeah,
Back.
Anaconda 1, Anaconda
Yeah.
2. We can get a little taste of Ice-T, who's I don't know who is in that, but yeah.
As somebody
Jennifer
somebody
Lopez.
who owned snakes before, I think it's not. I think that what the parents probably, like what you said, Ted, they're going to have taken care of it more times than not. But most snakes you get are constrictors, like a type of boa, right? So like a ball, maybe a ball python, or a boa. That's what most people get. But you got to feed them.
Yeah, but you got to feed them like
they eat mice,
live
rodents. Yeah.
But
Oh,
but I think
all snakes eat
but a gardener
things?
snake, like I said, I
Eats-
remember when I was a kid, gardener snakes are pretty benign and pretty harmless, and they don't grow very big. So
What do you feed them?
I think maybe crickets. I think you can feed them like
So
dried.
the problem
food.
with
I don't
gardener
remember,
snakes is they stink.
right.
They have like a scent, and it's
They do.
fucking nasty, and they don't make good pets.
Yeah, of course not. So
I don't know. I
They
like
make-
Teddy's.
They're great in your yard.
I like Teddy's idea. Give him a couple years of like checking out snakes, going to visit snakes,
Yeah.
seeing all that stuff,
yeah,
and maybe
get it out of his system.
Yeah.
You know,
And then maybe he says, you know what, this is I've learned all about it.
Yeah.
They're really not that exciting or
they
whatever.
Shed, they shed. They molt. They shed. And,
yeah.
and like
and
so
maybe
it-
he just goes, hey, maybe it's just not exciting to me anymore.
Yeah, well, it's like a
They're
kid.
very
You're,
boring.
Well, your kid, you're just it's
Yeah.
a phase. You know, like he did it. He's in a phase now. Like when your kid was young, maybe he liked dinosaurs for a hot minute. Then he liked cars, race cars or something. And then they grow out of it, and So
Okay, no,
Yeah,
Ted. You know what? That is. After last week, I honestly wasn't sure if Ted was capable of giving a good tip.
All right, before Mike Lane comes on, let's just between the three of us, how many snakes do you think Mike has?
How many snakes?
All right,
Okay,
I'm
hold
gonna-
on.
I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
say-
he can
Wait,
see us and
Let's-
hear us.
Okay, let's guess. Let's guess Mike's
Let's
hair.
guess.
We'll guess snakes and how many pets. What pets he has.
I'm going to say 2 snakes.
I think I've seen on his posts. I think he has a dog. I think his son. I think I've seen his son playing with a dog, but I haven't seen any snakes. So, Mike, are you a snake or a dog guy or both? Who knows?
How snakes? I'm like, this is the worst pet ever. No. God.
I
No,
agree.
actually, no. We had a dog that passed away last year, so we have one outdoor cat, one farm cat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know I've seen some animals in your posts, and I've seen your son like around with some different animals and stuff, so that's awesome. Okay, let's get to this. Our guest this week has been on the show a couple of times already, and every time he is here, I end up trying something new and awesome. Please welcome to the show the guru of the grill and the titan of the tap, Mike Lang.
Welcome back.
Welcome, Mike.
Hey, thanks, guys. So good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, and you can use either one of those. You can have those things when you on your next posting. You can have both of those.
I will do that.
I'm giving it away. All right, Mike. It's awesome to have you back on the show. If you're looking for Mike, you can always find him at Another Pint Please on every social media platform that exists. Also, if you go to anotherpintplease.com, you can find him there. Before we get into our discussion today, you actually have a new book coming out. Is that right?
I do. Out here at the end of October.
All right. So what is the book and what is it about?
Yeah, the book is called NASCAR Race Day Eats. I know it makes for bad podcasting, but I've got an advanced copy right here in my hot little hands. I was hired by a publisher to write this book for NASCAR. It's 65 recipes, and I did all the photography for it. And then Kelly Crandall, who's a fantastic racing journalist, did all the NASCAR stuff because my NASCAR knowledge, believe it or not, was zero when I started this project. I've learned a lot since then. But no, we're super excited about it. It's beautiful, hardback embossed, and of course has the full weight of NASCAR behind it. And so excited.
So did you participate in some NASCAR tailgating leading up to the publishing of the book?
No, but actually for the release, we went to Talladega and with Joey Logano, who wrote the foreword for it, made the announcement for the book there at the NASCAR experience stage right before the race. And then, of course, got to stay for the race and
Nice.
had a pit pass. And it was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, that's the best Talladega, right? That's
Oh, it
hopping,
was-
man. Oh, wow.
It was off the hook.
So I've heard, and I've never been to a race, but I've heard it is definitely like a bucket list thing where you're really just having a good time and experiencing all that. It's just a ton of fun.
It was amazing. My son's a huge NASCAR fan, so he was very keen as far as guiding me through it. But I tell you what, when they fire up those cars, you feel it. It's guttural.
Yeah.
It's truly something else to experience. If you've not done it, even if you don't think you are a race fan, man, do it. I loved it.
Yeah, see that, and that's one of those things I want to do, and we've got the World Cup coming up in North America, I think next year, and that's another one of those things where I feel like I have to see a race and I have to see a World Cup game. I have to be part of that just to experience and be part of in the stadium with all the people that insanely care about this. I just want to see that enthusiasm.
Oh yeah. I mean, anything like that, you've got that kind of pride. It makes it that much more of an experience. But yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right. So we are going to talk tailgating. So college football starting, pro football starting, NASCAR and baseball have their playoffs going, and people want to eat in parking lots. So we are going to help them to do this well. If you're tailgating say you're a regular guy, you've never tailgated before, what are some simple things that you can do to make tailgating fun?
Two things. Number one, you want to prep everything you can ahead of time. You do not want to be sitting there in a parking lot on asphalt mixing something together that you could have very easily done in your kitchen. So anything that you can do ahead of time, whether it be if you want to marinate meat, if you want to make sauces, if you want to make dips, do it all ahead of time, and then also put it all into disposable containers. Because when you're done, you're not going to be doing dishes. You want to throw stuff away. And that may mean throwing it in the back of your car or in your trunk in a plastic bag, but out of sight, out of mind. So the key is to make your day easy. You're going to have more fun if you do.
Yep.
All right. So if I'm doing a tailgating thing, and say we're there like 3-4 hours early, do I want to do all the cooking myself, or do I want to let some of my less intelligent friends help out? Can I give them things to do, or is it too risky?
Well, you certainly could, but keep it keep it realistic. You don't make more work for yourself by delegating a task that they can't perform. Another cool tip that I've seen is if you're going to have people help out, color code your stuff. Get colored tape and put it on different coolers. If you've got, like, let's say all of your raw stuff's in one cooler and you've got non-perishables in another, put tape on them so we can tell Bill, hey, go to the blue cooler or go to the red cooler or whatever tag you want to put on it. They're not trying to guess, okay, is it by the left tire, the right tire, in the trunk, in the car? Make it super easy. So if you're going to ask for help, which you should, because it'll make it easier for you, make it simple for them too.
So I tailgated for 20 years, Bears games. And we moved from lot to lot over the course of 20 years for various reasons. Mostly cost. When the price of parking to tailgate became more than our tickets, we decided to find another lot. So we moved around Soldier Field, the area of Soldier Field, and tailgate. As a guy that ran the grill, prepped the food, did all sorts of. We always had a theme. We planned it out the a few months before the season. Like week 1 was going to be this, week 2 is going to be this, and so on and so forth. I could tell Matt's never tailgated or never ran a tailgate because there's no way in hell
That's true.
that I was letting anybody touch the grill, get near the food or anything. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot more fun when the end result is how you planned it. And there's beer involved, right? So people are drinking, and after you get to around 3 or 4 beers, things start to get a little loose, and that's when shit happens. Like you go, no, get away from the grill. I got it. There's all sorts of incidents that's happened over 20 years, but I think there's a grill master and maybe an assistant, but that's the guy you're with. Like my partner in crime, my other Matt, he was my, so we had it down.
Wait, Mike, isn't the concept like if you're tailgating all the time and you're doing that, you're kind of training your dumber friends, no offense, Ted, you're kind of training your dumber friends to help you do certain things.
Well, wouldn't your dumb friends just learn by osmosis just by watching you?
Actually, if your dumb friends were smart, they would be so dumb they wouldn't ever be able to do anything. But, but aren't you kind of training your friends so that you don't have to do everything? Well, do you share? Or are you like Mark?
I think you got to also realize what's the proper training ground. We're talking, this is the event.
Yeah.
So if you really want to train, maybe on a Tuesday afternoon for something more difficult, or then you could have them in some sort of alkalite position at the actual tailgate itself. But I mean, I'm all about passing knowledge on, but also when the rubber meets the road, you want to go.
Yeah, and I should say this: we usually you have the same people show up specifically for the Bears games. It's a group of us. There's a couple of new people every week, but everybody wants to help. So what we started doing was you could bring something, bring chips and bring dip, right? And that way they feel like they contribute because everybody's really cool and everyone wants to contribute. And they see you doing all the work. But so the best way to keep them out of your way and do what you want to do And to keep things civil is they brought the chips and dip. That's theirs. You can set that up. Somebody brings devil eggs every week and that sort of thing. But like the protein and the grill, that's on me or Matt.
Wow. Okay.
Spoken like a pro.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't mention that we were at a tailgate basically last week at the University of Wisconsin. Was that a week ago or 2 weeks ago?
Well, I mean, we didn't. We
We
just
did- I-
we
we were
walked
there.
around while everybody else tailgated.
Right, but we were there. Yeah, there were actually. I think there were people they were tailgating. They were actually selling for there was a line of people and one of the little kiosks actually buying. The people were cooking. So, but that was like a tailgate, right? But they're just
It
selling.
was like a tailgate for people that didn't have a car and setting up tailgates. Yeah. All right. So, what are some? Let's do this. So, Mark, it's not sacrilegious then to have people bring chips and dips and those kind of things. Can I have apps that aren't grilled or special? Is that okay on a tailgate? Oh, okay.
He couldn't hear
Yeah.
me. Okay.
That's what I thought. All right, so we're having it's hard to hear Ted sometimes.
That's all right.
So Mike, can I bring things that aren't special and have people do simple things and make it easy for them to be part of the tailgate?
Yeah, sure. Throw down some hot dogs. They're pre-cooked. You really can't screw them up. If you want to have something and have someone participate in, make it super easy. Save the good stuff for you. Save the things that will take some talent and some timing, especially if you're talking about cooking anything raw and to get it right. Save that for you.
Okay, so what are some easy things that people can bring to a tailgate that are kind of exciting? I mean, I know hot dogs and hamburgers are the go-to, but what are some simple things that I can do to make my tailgate a little more special than just the basics?
Lately, I've been playing around with this idea of basically a street corn. I can't even speak right. Street corn skewers has been a long day. Where it's kind of pain in the ass to eat a whole corn on the cob, and I love Mexican street corn. So go ahead and cut that corn into maybe 1.5 inch, 2 inch chunks. Put that on a skewer individually. Grill that up, and then top it with your mayonnaise, and then your hot sauce, and your cotija cheese, or whatever you want to put on there, and then serve those much easier bite size. It's different. Don't see it a whole lot having corn on a skewer. That's kind of a fun idea.
Yeah.
If you got someone that wants to bring something, jalapeno poppers are always great because they're not difficult to screw up. I mean, it's honestly it's pepper, cheese, meat, seasoning, especially that meat's cooked ahead of time, which it really should be, and then put into the mix. Bring it over, heat them up. They're great to go. With the flat top, there's so many portable flat tops these days. I mean, it's great to take a actual portable charcoal grill or a gas grill, but there are a bunch of portable flat tops. Weber's got several in different sizes, and that opens up a whole avenue of different things you can make. And if you've got an earlier game, go for breakfast.
Yeah.
Anybody can make breakfast. It may be, some sort of border scramble, or you may want to do some kind of crazy French toast or crazy pancakes. Once again, things that are easy to prep ahead of time, come out with a squeeze bottle, knock those pancakes out, and serve them up, and you'll be the belle of the ball.
Nice.
So so let's just say like setup wise, when I get there, how long am I giving myself to get ready before I cook anything and before I'm expecting people? I'm like, do I have to get there a half hour early before anybody shows up? Do I have to get there an hour early? How does a tailgate work like that?
I mean, if you're going to be talking about actually grilling food, you're going to need to make sure those grills are preheated. You're going to need probably at least 30 minutes.
Okay, so that just means more beer then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't be these guys. So we the last tailgate we did was in Burnham Harbor on the east side of the stadium, and we're cleaning up our tailgate. It's about 45 minutes till kickoff. Group shows up across from us, and they're scrambling, man. They're getting a grill out. This guy had steaks that were like 4 inches thick. I am not kidding. They looked amazing. And they're setting up to start the grill, and there's like literally 45 minutes till kickoff, and they still have the grill in the car. And they break out a table, they're breaking out their food, and these steaks looked amazing. I'm just like, dude. And they must have got caught in traffic. It wasn't their plan, but I'm like, there's no way that's happening. I mean, you're going to miss kickoff. I mean, I don't know. We rarely did steaks.
All right, so if I'm gonna, all right, so I'm getting there a half hour early. Should I expect about 2 hours of actual cooking and eating time, or hour? I mean, what is it? What's a good tailgate?
Well, I mean, I'll give you a formula. How about that?
All right.
You figure out number one, start backwards. When you want to be when's the game start? When you want to be in your seat. And then you're going to need probably a good, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes to clean up. You're going to want maybe, I don't know, depends how much time you want to socialize and hang out. So an hour and a half. of actually, kibitzing and eating and drinking, a six pack. And then figure out how much time you're going to want to actually cook, depending upon what you're cooking. If you're making 4-inch huge
Yeah, I
steaks,
know.
that's going to probably take you 45 minutes to an hour to grill them properly.
Yeah.
So add that onto it. But if you're going to do something simple, like house, poppers or whatever, I mean, maybe you can take 30 minutes. And then from there, your setup time, which is another 30 minutes. So do the math, and then you'll be successful every time.
So do you have a chili recipe in the book?
I do, yes.
Nice.
Actually, funny you mentioned, there's actually several soups because it's like tailgating, home gating stuff. So soups, chilies, yeah, a bunch of cool stuff.
So if I go to a tailgate, is it cool to have like my main thing be a soup? I mean, are people expecting that?
Yeah, it's easy to eat. Your hands aren't going to get dirty.
Oh, okay. So that, you know what? Here's the thing. I'm a little weird at times about touching my food and having dirty hands. So like wings and things like that just don't naturally appeal to me because I'm not going to actually be able to wash my hands, and I hate the smell of the food on my hands. I'm a little insane. So is it cool to have non-touching food things at a tailgate?
It is. I have two thoughts for you. Number one, I salute your conundrum. I've got a video I'm going to post about that. I've not done it yet. I too have an issue when it comes to chicken wings. That is, you should only eat them with one hand.
One hand, right?
One hand, because the other hand has to be free for, number one, your beer, because nothing worse than having a glass smudged in buffalo wing sauce.
Yes.
Number two, I'm probably going to take a photo, even with my phone, and that's a no-go if I got covered in wing sauce as well. So one hand. So learn to eat your flats, learn to eat your drums with one hand. Then you only have to worry about cleaning one hand when you're done, and one's always ready to go. Even for a handshake or a little cheek pat, clean, easy, golden.
So the weirdest part about that is that there are times I'll eat things and I forget which hand that I touched it with, and then I start to have a problem with the fact that I got to go find some place to wash my hands. I got to start over again. This is it is a conundrum.
Well, shouldn't you bring some
number one, always use
Yeah.
your non-dominant hand to eat with.
Is that
Because you're going to need your right hand for more things than your non-dominant hand. So train your left hand to eat, hold that, and you're good to go. Now, I mean, realistically, if you're worried too about, also if you're tailgating, also note, set up a hand washing station. It's not a bad idea. Remember you're growing up, the old McDonald's coolers, you go and get full of or orange drink at McDonald's for some sports thing.
Right.
Get a cooler about that size, 5 gallons, put piping hot water in it, take it with you, get a small basin underneath it with some soap, and you've got an easy way to wash your hands. Number one, food safety is important. But number two, wing sauce. You don't want it to hang out with you all the way through the game. If you're really bougie, just buy gloves. I mean, granted, you may look a fool for eating with gloves on, but if you're concerned about, spreading wing sauce everywhere, especially if you're cooking, it's super easy to have gloves on to maintain clean hands, but it's always a possibility for you.
That's a good
Okay.
idea.
Yeah.
Those plastic like food prep gloves. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love that idea. Okay. We talked about some easy things to grill. If you were going to go hardcore, okay, and you were doing you were trying to, I'm not going to say impress people, but it's the big game. It's you're from Ohio, is that right? Am I
Correct.
okay? So the Browns or the Bengals?
Bengals fan here, yes. Closer to Cincinnati.
Okay,
Casual fan.
Okay, either way, that's sad. Browns or Bengals is kind of sad right now. But so you got the big game. It's a big thing. You got some people coming to impress them. What are you gonna make to really impress somebody with some hardcore tailgating?
I would probably do marinated short ribs, flank and cut short ribs. Because number one, they take on a marinade really well to get a nice, lip smack and crust on there. And number two, super fast cook. Short ribs, you're going to probably, if they're cut flanken style, they're probably going to be done in about 4 minutes, 4 to 5 tops. So a quick flip and everything, and you're ready to go. If you want to make it a little, less fuss, put them on a skewer. It's the meat. I can't even get over. It's so good. It's a meaty, beefy, primal taste you get out of a short rib. It is second to none.
Yeah.
I mean, I love steak and other red meat, but something about a short rib is just good.
Oh man, that does sound. You know what? I mean, you're grabbing that. That it is an easy to eat 2-finger. 'Cause I'm, two-finger food, right? And to
Yeah.
just kind of get a hold of it.
Well, the opposite. That's what would you not
Well,
recommend?
you know what else too? I'm sorry, Ted. I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. What would you not recommend cooking at a tailgate?
Yeah, what are some things you don't want to cook at a tailgate? I mean, absolutely, just ridiculous,
Yeah.
too hard, too silly, too
Yeah.
long,
Too labor-intensive.
or
Turkey.
just yeah. So the giant turkey leg, save that for
turkey beyond.
Disney World.
Oh, the deep frying. People do that all the time. It's just it's stupid.
It's just too much work.
It's way.
I
too
mean,
much
even
work.
frankly, I wouldn't even do a whole chicken. And if I did it, I'd spatchcock it to make it a little bit easier. But the problem is you got all that extra carcass and waste. Just a pain.
It's a pain.
And another fun, easy idea is doing flatbread pizzas. You're not having to really worry about a crust. You could do it on a flat top because essentially you could then, load up your flatbread and even make it like a pizza bar. So here's a small flatbread or even a pita for that matter. Here's your sauce, your cheese, your toppings, put it on there. Use a melting dome on your flat top with a little bit of water for steam. That way you get your cheese melted on there pretty quickly. And it's an easy, not super messy, but fun, different food. And plus, people have got ownership. They've topped it themselves and they're enjoying it. So you kind of win by, what you're making plus catering to someone's taste buds.
Okay, so I like that concept, right? Because if you're including people in it, then they're enjoying what they're doing a little bit more, right? And they're kind of taking ownership. Oh, I like that concept a
I'm
lot.
really curious about your soup recipe for tailgating.
Which one?
So do you have like a veggie and so there's one with protein, right? And there's probably a vegetable one.
Yeah, in fact, actually, I'm having looks. I've forgotten what I wrote. How ridiculous is that?
Yeah, no, I was. It's funny because I was looking through. I was looking through the book. Going through the table of contents and looking at all the different things. And I am surprised at some of the things that are tailgating type foods that you wouldn't assume that you're going to have. You think
I
picking
think
up things.
soup is a
You're putting up
really-
things on a bun. Yeah, and
I think it's really interesting. I love that.
yeah, and then,
Yeah, they're actually now I remind myself. I've got a really good barbecue chicken soup recipe, and also a hamburger soup recipe, which are super easy. Vegetables, protein. I was really happy how they came out. It's photographing soup is challenging. It's not like my favorite imagery. But I tell you what, when I was doing all the testing for it and creating them, they were really, really good. And I enjoyed it. And soup is easy to bring because everyone, it's easy to eat. It's not a mess. You've made it ahead of time. You're heating it up. And if you really want to make it kind of all out like you're tailgating, put it in cast iron in a Dutch oven, put it on the grill, heat it up. You still have that kind of grilling tailgate vibe. It's super easy.
Yes, we always did chili one week, and we also did Italian beef and sausage. So all you got to do is really you're heating it up, right? So,
Yeah.
but it's still fantastic. And we always got our beef either from Portillo's or Bona Beef, which are two big places here in Chicago, because they do a really good job at packaging, catering, for tailgates and stuff. But chili but soup is, man, I got to get that, especially in a hamburger.
Yeah, it's funny how good that is. That's kind of an old-timey sort of thing
Yeah.
I glommed onto. In fact, just today I did a bunch of I'm shooting videos for a local turkey farm, and one of them was I did basically not a ham bone soup, but it was a turkey. Well, I used the fat one, turkey wings soup. But basically, your beans and your cabbage and everything else. And it was really quite good too. So it's super great, man, especially going into this time of year. I mean,
Yeah.
it was 85 today, but at some point it'll be in the 70s and be even more soupy weather. But it's good eats.
okay, so does it change? Does the temperature outside change what you make for people or what you plan for people in a tailgate? Should I have a different plan for the first game of the year when it's 90, and for the 10th game of the year when it's 40?
Well, number one, I mean, cook times may be impacted by the weather in terms of eating. I mean, if everyone's wearing gloves and mittens, you may want to go towards things like soups and stuff you can hold a spoon with versus trying, eat a chicken wing with a pair of mittens on. That could be a challenge. So just depending on what it is what it is you want to serve, just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. But on the whole, no. I mean, gosh, we grill, 365 days a year, and it may be not the most pleasant feel outside, but you put something that you've grilled or cooked into your belly, the day got a lot better.
Yep.
All right. So drinks are definitely part of tailgating. Okay. I don't want to spend all day making individual drinks. So what ideas do you have for bringing something that is like cooler size, different things, and again, think about like something real hot, kind of or kind of cold. What are some things that I want to make that I can whip up so that people can just stick a glass underneath there, hit the spigot, and start drinking?
Do you have a drink section in there?
Actually, yeah, it's funny. You like
Oh,
read my
yeah.
mind. I'm like, wow, like a drink section. This is
Nice.
I'm like, in fact, the famous Diva Q Danielle Bennett. I was at Hartville last week, and she gave me grief because it was like 65 recipes. She's like, yeah, but 5 of those were drinks. I still had to test them, baby. Yeah, actually, it's funny. I like to batch cocktails for something like this. So in the book, I've got a recipe for, I call it a cooler Manhattan, but in essence, it is a batch Manhattan cocktail. And you start off with a fifth of rye. You back out enough of the rye to be able to put into your vermouth, and then also your bitters, and then also water, which in essence, when you usually make a cocktail like a Manhattan or an old fashioned, you would add ice, and then you would have that water as that ice, or I should say, it's the ice spins around, evaporates, and goes into the drink. So you're going to add that water manually through the batch cocktail process. And it's fantastic. It's really good. So you can make it, put it in the freezer, chill it, and then on game day, pop it out, and you are making Manhattans for all of your friends.
Oh, I see. I think that's the thing that people want. They want something different, exciting, and cool, and then they're talking about it. And again, then you're giving them ideas for things that they can do, and make it a little bit better.
You just have to be careful though, because just last weekend I was at a party. It was a
I don't want to be careful.
Lilo and Stitch themed, so it was Hawaii. And my cousin,
Whoa.
It was a first birthday party.
Lilo and Stitch is a TV show. Hawaii is a place.
Yeah, well, it's based in Hawaii. So it was the first birthday party for their first son. It was, and he's my cousin's husband is an amazing cook. So he smoked brisket, pulled pork. It was amazing. He smoked his brisket for 19 hours.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm sorry, the pulled pork 19 hours. The brisket was like 17 hours. It was fantastic. But what he did is he made a batch of Mai Tais in a huge cooler, right? And they were so fucking strong. It was they were very good, and he had all the the cherries and pineapples that go with it, the skewers, and they were all in these great glasses. But I'm going to tell you, and they were delicious. But you know how Mai Tais can sneak up on you, and I think I believe Manhattans can do that too because they're so delicious. These Mai Tais were insane. So one of my cousins was passed out on the couch by 4 o'clock because the party started at 1. I'm not kidding you. And she was going around warning people how strong they were too. She was out at 4. And yeah, but they were delicious. But you do have to be careful when you do that, especially at a tailgate when everyone's going to the game. But,
oh yeah, I would keep it literally as a pre-drink cocktail. I've got 2 bottles for 15 people. When that's done, it's done. Move on to something else. Yeah, I wouldn't live on those. That's for sure.
Right.
Oh man, that's
You let it like your cousin.
Oh man, she was just drinking them like they were drinks. I'm like, man, this is gonna be bad. And
I'm sure her warnings were the most clear speech you've ever heard.
Oh, it was hilarious. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable how it was her. She was the victim. I had half of one, and then I went right to beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like beer is safer because you have a concept of how many beers you've had. So when I get to a certain number, I'm just like, okay, wow, that's a lot of beer, and I need to stop.
Yeah, but a batch Manhattan.
No,
at 8:30 in the morning. Oh man.
Yeah, so
just one.
So Mike, we were Teddy was right. Me, him, and my son went to University of Wisconsin, and they had an 11 o'clock game. So we got down there about 8:30, and I was overwhelmed at how many people were. I'm gonna just call it shit stew drunk by 8:30. They had an 11 o'clock game, and I'm like, these no way these people are gonna make it through this game. I mean, it was ugly. So it's controlling yourself at one of these things is going to be important. All right, let me ask you this. Have you ever participated in a cook-off of some kind, like a contest cooking?
I did at Hartville this last weekend.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Okay.
It was not a very great effort. But yeah, and I don't do a lot of competition stuff. It's funny. I've got friends that went into competition barbecue, and there's some good friends I have that do it, but I just never. I don't have the space to add that into my daily function. It's a whole different world when you're thinking competition cooking versus backyard cooking, and of course all the other stuff that I'm doing. I've
Okay.
got great respect for people to do it, but yeah, last weekend was kind of a hot mess, but it was because the judges were kind of thrown into it as the last second, and I kind of followed the rules straightly, which
All right.
apparently I didn't know I didn't have to do that. But
Okay, so the reason I'm asking is this: in a couple of weeks, Mark, we had a guy from the World Food Championships on, and Mark is going to be in the World Food Championships chili cook-off in Indianapolis. We're going to go down there.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're going to go down there. We're going
Yeah.
to do some shows. We're going to talk to some people. So you've only done it. You say you only done it once. Some advice. What were some of the things you did well? Some of the things you made a mistake on? You think?
Well, I mean, they kind of threw it at us. So it was like, here's like 6 ingredients, make something. So I used just the 6 ingredients and made something. And it wasn't bad. We're talking like pineapple, Spam, chipotle peppers. It was like off the wall stuff.
You said Spam, so obviously it tasted like shit.
Right.
So, okay.
But I was like, for what I'm using just that, I didn't realize I could use whatever I wanted to. So when people turned in like, oh my gosh, what the hell was that? Pastries and stuff. I was like, what?
Yeah.
But it was whatever. But I mean, honestly, I think when I think about those things, I always start to think, all right, have things in your wheelhouse that you know you can make, and then be able to adapt to any sort of flavor combination of protein. Well, here's a good example. We judged the competition, and the competitors also got those same ingredients, but they also brought in things to do it. Somebody made sushi. They brought in the makings of sushi. So rice, seaweed paper, all the stuff you could make sushi with, and then simply adapted that to what they were given. So the same thing, if you have fairly neutral things that you can make, and then add that into whatever you're given in terms of a competition. If it's a mystery competition, you're ahead. In terms of simply cooking that you know what you're going to do, I mean, just practice, and know what you're capable of.
Have you ever judged any cook-offs or anything?
Here and there, yeah. Oh, well, hard for the last 4 years, then some other stuff before that, yeah.
Okay, so Mark's going to make his chili for these judges, okay? And obviously they're professional chili judges. This is a big thing. I don't know why this guy is allowing us to be part of this. It's crazy. It didn't make any sense, but I pressed him. As soon as he was on the show, I pressed him, and for some reason he caved in and said Mark could be in this.
I got like a director's exemption. So, you qualify the year before at local competitions. Most of them are at state and county fairs. And then the winners of those get put into the championship, the next year at a location to be determined. So this year it's at the Indiana State Fairgrounds, which is in Indianapolis. And it's going to be in one of the buildings. I can't remember what building, but it's a big building. But it's all the winners from the state and county fairs and other competitions from 2024. So I got an exemption. So I'm in the home style competition on Saturday, the 18th of October. The only thing he said is, like, because you have an exemption, if you do win, I can't pay you the prize money, but I can give you a ton of shit. I can give you stuff.
Yeah.
So we're like, that's
That makes
fine.
sense.
I'm like,
How exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah. So we're all going down there. It'll be fun.
Oh, yeah. So as a judge, and you've judged things, is there any tip you can give Mark to help him? Because I feel like this is so subjective. Like, food tasting things are so subjective. But are there things like when you judge, they told you, look for this thing, look for that thing, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I've been through the KCBS judging class and was certified for a while, but didn't really do anything with it. But it's the same thing. I mean, you're not supposed to, at least in that world, not supposed to judge it against something else. You're judging it against the criteria. So know what the criteria are that you're being judged on, and then do your best to fulfill those areas.
Okay. So one thing,
Yeah, it is subjective, but I mean, still, there are certain things that they are looking for. Know what those are, and work on and nailing those.
So that's exactly what I've been thinking about. I think with chili, it's going to come down to texture is important, and mine's a home style, so you can do whatever you want. But I'm doing meat and beans, and then more traditional on that end. But I think texture is important, balance, and then you got that front end with chili, and then you got the back end flavor, right? So something at the front, something on the back, usually heat at the end. But the one thing I'm not going to do, which I think you may have experienced this with the competition, I think people that do these competitions for like a hobby, they go around all the time and they've got their 5 or 6 different chilies they make and their go-to, and they could do it in their sleep. I think what they do for competition, and I don't know, I'm just kind of guessing, is I think they try and hit that batch that they're gonna serve that day with a lot of like flavor, right? Isn't like maybe like salties or sugars or heats or whatever it is. I think it's less heat, but it's going to be, a super something that's going to hit the judges, right? Their taste buds. And I'm not going to do that. I was telling, I'm going to do what I normally do, and I love the taste of all the meat and the vegetables and the beans and the seasonings I put in there. I'm not going to load it with salt. I don't like salt. And a lot of things. I love the taste of the vegetables and the garlic and all the tomatoes and the way the acidity mixes and stuff like that. And the things you could to cut that, you got your sugar, you got your acid, you got your salts that naturally come through the stuff. So I'm not going to, like my wife was like, you need something on the front end. It needs something. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, let them savor it and it'll come through. And maybe that'll make a difference in competition. Do you think that's the way to go?
Yeah, I mean, it could be. Are you saying too that they basically look at it like barbecue? You get one bite.
Yeah,
which is
that's
like competition.
See,
is
that's
so
what I think. Yeah.
Everything because you got one bite.
Yeah, and they might not make it like they normally would in their backyard for cooking for friends because they know they got one shot at it, right? So they're going to try and do something that's going to blast them on that first or bite or two bites, and then they're done with it. But it's not something you would eat a whole portion of, right?
Right. No, it wouldn't hurt. I mean, especially your judging feedback to see, where you land. I mean, maybe it'll take top spot. You never know.
That would be funny. There's no way I'm going to win.
That would be well deserved.
Yeah. That would be
Okay,
fun.
let me ask you this then: if Ted and I were going to walk around and sabotage the other contestants, okay, what would be? And this is strictly this is just a joke thing that we're just pretend
Hypothetical, right?
completely hypothetical. What would be some perfect ways to sabotage the other competitors? But we would never do that.
I
but would
can
be
answer that.
perfect.
I can answer that.
Yeah. What do you think?
Charcoal. Suck the flavor out of everything.
Okay.
Dump a piece of charcoal in their pot when they're not looking.
Taste the
Actually, we'd probably grate it.
taste the
Nothing too fine. You want to kind of slide it in there a little bit.
taste the competitor's wares, then put an Alka-Seltzer in your mouth and act like you're frothing at the mouth.
So
From extreme food poisoning.
okay, so all right. I'm not saying we're going to sabotage anything, right? Because I know some people who
You
might.
guys on Overwatch.
Right. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, if we could find somebody to do it for us, that would be something, and it would be terrible.
Are you
know
asking
what?
Mike Lang to come there and sabotage the competitors?
No, I'm
okay.
I'm asking him to
Dress like
send me an
Unabomber.
email to not admit it right now, but to send me an email of the best ways to
Well,
sabotage.
he's only like 3 hours from Indy, right? How far are you from Indy?
An hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
but he's famous.
Yeah.
He can't be a hitman.
Oh, you gotta. What are you doing on the 18th of October,
Of October? Oh, gosh, I'd look and see.
dude? You should come down.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh man,
It's actually a really.
it's pretty big.
pretty big. It's a pretty big event.
Yeah, they
it
got all
starts
sorts
actually on Thursday.
Yeah.
Because they have competition Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. Saturday is the last day. So home style is at Saturday. I think we start cooking at 8. The judging's around noon or something like that. But there's stuff going on. I mean, there's a lot of things going on there.
Well, no, the finals of everything is there's barbecue, there's desserts, there's also. I mean, they even got little kids. They got juniors who are cooking.
But it's a World Chili Cook-Off Championship. That's basically what it is. They have five different categories, right? They got vegan, they've got Texas style, which there's no beans. They got the home style. Oh, there's the green, the green chili.
Yeah.
So there's those 4.
I think there's a white chili too.
White chili, yeah.
Didn't that win one
And
year?
you
So
can
home
enter.
style is basically beans. That's the big difference.
Home styles,
between
no,
what
home
style
style
is.
you could do whatever you want. You don't need to add beans in it. It's just a home style, whatever you want. So it's not. There's no restrictions or green has to be green. No chili. I mean, no beans has to be no beans. But mine doesn't have any restrictions. But I think, and then also you could do what they call the Grand Slam, where you can enter a chili in each of the categories, and if you win them all, it's like it's huge.
Wow.
That's
like
how
that.
serious some of these people are, and
it's-
the competition in state to state, and especially Texas. I mean, at the state fair in Texas, that's where they hold the local competition, and the winner gets to move on for each category. So I'm going against some pretty famous people, I think.
Oh yeah,
So it'll be fun. I have an advantage because I don't give a shit, right?
that
You're
is
not gonna get any money.
Dude, I'm staying loose, and I mean, I got nothing to lose here, man.
that
you
is
guys tasted my
completely
chili so far,
And
so-
Mike, that is completely untrue. Mark is as competitive as any. In fact, I would tell you this.
So he's just saying that?
Yes,
No,
that is
I have
complete
nothing
and
to
total
lose.
bullshit. He is as competitive or more competitive than anyone you have ever met. And the only difference between him and the other guys is, as soon as he loses, he gets way angrier. Way angrier.
I don't get angry when I
Oh, yes, you do. Okay. I've got some things we're going to do, and then I'm going to give everybody a little quiz. Mike, are you ready for a quiz? A tailgating quiz. Okay, first, I found this today. I'm not sure if this is cool or not, so when Mike hears this, he will be able to tell me. Progresso Soups is coming out with a barbecue smoke-scented deodorant. Have you heard of this?
I've not.
Yes. So I'm sure you'll be running to your computer to buy some. They will have multiple flavors or scents, and you can get a kit where you get two things. Okay, you can order Progresso Pitmaster Soup and the matching, I'm not fucking with you right now, Pitmaster deodorant.
What?
Wow.
Yes. This is real. This is real. They are doing this. This is coming out, I believe.
Progresso, but it's probably made by Fabergé.
This is coming out either very soon, right before Christmas, or at the first of the year, and you will be able to smell like your favorite barbecue smoke scent. Mike, if
Well, it's
someone...
great marketing. Otherwise, we would have no reason to talk about progressive soup.
Yes, you're
Well,
right.
yeah, absolutely. So, would you recommend this, or would you do this? I mean, as a real thing or a joke, would you put on a deodorant that makes you smell like barbecue smoke?
I don't think he has to.
Yeah, no, it's bad enough as it is at the end of the day, stinking like barbecue anyways.
Hey,
Horrible.
Yesterday, I smoked wings and my ghost peppers, and for hours, man. So I had the shirt on, and I watched football, and then I put the shirt. I kind of hung it over the laundry basket, and then I put it back on this morning, forgetting that it was the shirt that I was wearing while I was smoking everything, but it smelled so good. I mean, I was like, dude,
You do want the deodorant.
oh, I do. I think I do want it. I held that shirt up. I was like, oh, man.
Well, isn't the cooking the deodorant? I mean, it sounds like you're going to get deodorant anyway. 'Cause it's
Yeah,
going to permeate
I mean,
your fabric or your clothing.
So
why
Mike,
do you need it?
Mike, you were not consulted about this at all.
They passed me by.
Okay, hold on.
Not
Now,
the target audience.
If they had come to you and said, "We are doing this," do you think a human, and I'm guessing a human male, right? I'm guessing it's not a female. Well, hold on. If a female did it, she would attract. Now I see where this is going. If they came to you, Mike, and came up with this idea, what would you have told them?
Great to talk about, not great to use.
Okay, but now I'm thinking, if a woman puts this on, she would be able to attract a man. I mean, that.
Oh, because a
seems-
guy's going to slide up to her and be like, baby, you smell like cumin. Is that really what they want to hear?
It's better than natural pheromones there.
Yeah,
Smell like barbecue?
I mean-
Maybe
Ooh,
that's maybe that's.
I mean,
barbecue.
would it? I mean, if you're looking for a man and you got a specific style of man, and you know that scent is what he's going for, yeah, you just slather yourself up with just a little bit of cayenne and cumin, and you're going to have him running.
All right, where's the
Can you
quiz?
imagine
Where's
the
quiz
troubled
part?
look on the guy's face trying to figure out what he's smelling and
What's
why he's
going on
attracted
here,
to it
kid?
when it doesn't match what he's looking at? I was like, what?
You know what? When I saw this, I literally could not believe it. Oh, before we get to the quiz, where do you stand on goofy shaped barbecues, like animals or trains or guns or things? Where do you stand on that?
Like the grills?
Yeah.
Themselves?
Yeah.
I saw a combine yesterday somebody had. It was actually rotating through like a rotisserie over
Oh
a
my
bed of
God,
coal, but
that's
it was
hilarious.
like a decommissioned combine. That was cool.
Okay, so that does seem cool. So the gun one, it was like it was a pistol, and the barrel of the gun rotated. So it was very large, and so the what do you call it? The barrel part of the gun.
It was like a turret?
No, like
on
a pistol, but
okay.
the barrel part of the gun was kind of like an open thing, but the cylinder,
Like the cylinder?
yeah, the cylinder rotated. So you're okay with that? That's cool as long as it's
Yeah, I
unique.
mean, if it
and-
works, sure, why not? It's
Oh,
cool
that
to talk
sounded
about. Even
cool. I
better.
like that
Gets people to come
combine.
over and check out your pit.
Okay,
There
all
was,
right.
there was a guy at the Bears game. He was a tradesman. I think he was a sheet metal guy or something like that. But he used to make these grills, and he started selling them at one point, I believe. But he had a huge grill. It was a cylinder grill. It just opened and closed. But around it, he had carvings in it, and on the center of the grill was a huge carving, a cutout of the Chicago Bear, the bear symbol. And it was right in the right spot when that grill got red. So it got orange. I mean, so it was glowing orange. It was amazing. Oh, it was a charcoal grill. He had it.
That's pretty cool.
Oh man, it was something. It was, you couldn't take your eyes off it. It was so beautiful in the way it was constructed, and that it just turned orange. The whole bottom half of it was orange from heat. It was unbelievable.
That works for the Bengals, Mike. That's yours to steal. It is yours to steal. Okay, here we go. A little quiz. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. How many dollars in billions are spent each year on average tailgating? In billions.
Who goes first?
We'll let Mike go last because he has knowledge that you guys don't have. Okay, so Teddy, how many billions of dollars?
Okay, well, it's not the Girl Scouts that earn like obviously $50 billion, so I'm going to say 3.5
3.5
per year.
Wow. I was going to say 16. I'm going to say 16.
Wow, that's a lot of billions.
lot.
All right, Mike.
I was gonna say like 1.5 billion.
$2 billion a year on average is spent on tailgating, and the average person spends about $150 to $170 tailgating.
That sounds about right.
So that could be very small. That could be like your last second guys and your that kind of thing. Okay, here we go. The number one thing that people have, this is voted on, this was talked about, the number one most popular thing served at a tailgate.
Ted?
I'm going to obviously have to say burgers. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but it just seems, I'm not an expert, but I'll just say burgers or brisket.
Okay,
Burgers or brisket?
Burgers, number 5, Ted.
I'm going to say encased meats. Tube steaks, like a sausage or hot dog.
Okay.
Encased meats.
Okay. Mike?
I know you said. I think chicken wings.
Okay. Brats. Beer brats
I was
are
right.
the number one thing. Mike, wings are all the way down at number 8.
Wow.
Are you ready for this? Behind chili, nachos, and buffalo dip.
Oh, buffalo dip's huge now.
Yeah. So one of the most
do like
popular things on the planet now is buffalo wing, or nachos, grilled nachos. Everybody is doing nachos on the grill when you are tailgating. That is super popular. Now, I saw in your book, don't you have a nacho thing in the NASCAR book? Or was that your?
I got it for sure in One Beer Grilling.
Yeah, that's what I was. I
well.
couldn't remember which one it was.
Yeah, nachos at the grill are great. And actually, buffalo chicken for Weber, I just did a video for them last month. It was buffalo chicken bloomin' quesadilla. So basically, make your buffalo chicken sauce, put that in tortillas, like quarter tortillas, roll it up. It looks like a big bloomin' onion, and then smoke it. But it's basically like a big, huge chicken quesadilla thing. It's amazing.
Nice.
Okay, this is insane to me, and I will ask you, true or false. Michigan and Indiana, the number one thing that is their tailgating thing that they have to have at a tailgate in Michigan and Indiana. True or false? Their big thing is Chex Mix. That is the thing that you have to have at a tailgate in Michigan and Indiana.
Have they smoked it?
Ooh, that is a good question.
That would be better than putting it in the oven. I would do that rather than the oven.
Yeah, I'd say true. Hoosiers.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it ridiculous? Out of all the things in the world, yes.
I'll just say false, just to be a contrarian.
That's already true. That's true.
Because I have to say something. So,
that is their big thing at a game.
Yeah.
That is their big thing that they have. That is the one thing that is most important to them. Okay, here we go. In Missouri, what is more popular? Is their main thing a queso dip or chicken noodle soup in Missouri? Queso or chicken noodle soup?
I'm just going to chicken noodle soup because it probably is so out there that it just seems counterintuitive. So I'll just say chicken
Southern
noodle soup.
Missouri. I'm gonna say queso.
Mike, what do you think?
I think chicken noodle soup, because why else would it be in the question?
Damn it, he's smart. You know what? This is what happens when you have really intelligent guests on. They can outthink your thoughts. Yeah, can you believe that? That is the thing, the number one thing that was voted that people talked about in having, because they went to these states and these people went all the way through. Chicken noodle soup was the thing you have to have if you are in Missouri. I mean, it just, Mike, would you ever subject your people to chicken noodle soup at a tailgate?
If it was good, I mean, why not? I mean, easy to eat. I mean, it's different. I'd be down for that.
Yeah.
See, the burger soup sounds really good. That sounds hearty and tailgate.
Barbecue chicken. What do you do with the barbecue chicken? What kind of meat is it? Are you using
in the soup, you mean?
Yeah, are you using white meat, like shredded?
Rotisserie. Yeah. Actually, no. All the meat from a whole chicken.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you white and dark.
Good. Okay.
So you're pre-cooking that and then throwing it all in there?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
God. And you know what?
You gotta have white and dark meat.
Right.
I guess, yeah,
You
you're
have
right.
to. You have to, because
I don't cook that way, but I think you're right. I don't like dark meat, but that's
No?
just me. But I understand if you're cooking for a crowd, because like my grandmother, she won't eat white meat. She's old school. She's 100 years old, so she won't eat any of the. She just eats the dark meat.
Why is that, you think?
I don't know. I don't understand it. But you know what's funny is when I make wings, it's almost like it's white meat. She thinks, but I don't know why she thinks that's the white meat. But I'm like, Grandma, that's not.
To me, the chicken thigh is the absolute best, the best meat you can have for any. It just takes on. It just is that incredible, better than the legs, better than everything else. That chicken thigh is just that thing that makes chicken.
I'm a fan of the thigh, and then the drumstick, and then the wing, and then the breast would be like the last on my list. So.
Yeah, the breast. Just when I was a kid, I ate white meat, but now, I can't
agree.
do it. All right, last one, Mike, before we let you go. Okay, in Tennessee, are they eating? And you guys can answer: sausage balls or deviled eggs? In Tennessee, the number one. By the way, this is the number one tailgate food. Is it deviled eggs or sausage balls?
It's got to be deviled eggs, because why else would it be in the question?
That's a terror. You're stealing. He's stealing your idea.
It's like China.
Ted said deviled eggs because why else would it be in the question?
This is America. You find someone who's smarter than you and you steal their ideas. That's how it works. So.
I'm gonna say deviled eggs too, because I'm a really big fan of that. It's a must at every one of our tailgates. We have to have.
Okay, but are you
eggs.
taking into account Tennessee? I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but are you taking into
Yeah, I
account
am, because
Tennessee?
there's a lot of chickens down in Tennessee. A lot of chickens.
A lot of chickens in Tennessee. Okay, Mike. When you give your answer, please give me the reason why, because Ted went with, I'm stealing Mike's idea. Mark went with, there's lots of chickens in Tennessee. Mike, what is your answer, and why did you pick that answer?
Well, my answer is the chicken sausage, because I really admire Ted.
Nice.
Their thing, in Tennessee, their thing is sausage balls. They're breaded, so kind of like, and they're deep fried, I guess. They're deep fried.
Deep fried. I should have thought of that.
Yeah, sausage balls.
Deep South, obviously deep fried
Deep
makes
fried
sense.
sausage
I
balls.
said chicken sauce. Is it so it's sausage, pork sausage.
Yes, pork sausage. Yeah, I mean it's Tennessee. They're eating lots and lots and lots of pigs. I mean they're not eating anything else.
Well, I had the best I had the best of both worlds at the Minnesota State Fair. I get it every year. It's a what do you call it? It's a hard-boiled egg wrapped in sausage and deep fried. So it's a Dutch,
like a Scottish egg.
Scottish egg. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. Yeah, Scottish egg.
That is good.
Absolutely delicious. And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
so big. They're so big that they ask you, do you want to cut? Do you want to cut in half? And it's still on a stick, But I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. It's
There's just
unbelievable.
no point
It's
that
so
sounds
good.
that just does
It's-
not.
It really is.
I'm just telling you,
Everything's on a stick at the fairs.
Oh man! All right, Mike. Thanks so much for being on.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. Let me mention this again. Your book comes out. Is it October?
I think it's 23rd.
Okay. All right. October 23rd. NASCAR Race Day Eats Tailgate Party Recipes. The stuff in there is absolutely. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. It's just so cool. You can see Mike on Another Pint, Please. If you hit at that on Instagram, X, TikTok, all that stuff. And if you go to anotherpintplease.com, you will find recipes and all these different things. And believe me, when you see it, when you go there, and when Mike makes it and then takes a picture of it, it's almost like you're looking at a slice of heaven. It's that good.
Think about the 18th, Mike. Hour and a half.
I'll double check my calendar. Yeah, thank you.
All right, Mike. Thanks so much, and good luck with the book. And have a great holiday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, guys, thanks for having me on again.
Thanks,
Always
Mike.
appreciate
Good
it.
seeing you, brother.
Cheers to you all.
Hey,
Take
no
care.
problem, man. Take care.
Stay safe.
Yep, we'll see you.
All right, take care. Oh man, I honestly I love having him on.
So you know what's funny? I was actually in Panera the other day. I go near my work, and I had Mexican corn chowder because you could get like a half sandwich, half soup. And honestly, I know this sounds weird, but they give you a spoon. It's like a small bowl. I just pick up the bowl and drink it. I just drink soup. I know it's not, but I mean, I don't pick up the whole bowl. Unless it's like a large bowl.
So I have been putting soup into, we got some really big coffee mugs, like really oversized.
Yeah.
And I have been doing the same thing, drinking it.
I just like to just drink soup. It just
Yeah.
tastes better. Because it's, that tiny little
I'm looking up,
teaspoon, it's falling off the spoon.
I'm looking up Mike's book.
You can get on Amazon, anywhere you get books, but Amazon is where, if you're looking for that book, listen, you want a great
No, what I was
Christmas
going to do
gift.
is
That One Bear Grilling and
another-
the NASCAR book is phenomenal.
But another
Absolutely
pint, please. I need to buy the book because there's his cheesy grillet tacos. I steal recipes, but because you could go on YouTube because he's all over the place.
He's all over.
So you can find all his recipes and you can watch videos of him making stuff. He's kind of like most cooks and chefs out there right now, right? They're always posting videos and stuff. So I feel guilty.
No, and he
don't feel guilty.
posts, the neat thing is he posts some really neat stuff, and he's gotten his son involved.
Yeah, it's cool.
Helping out doing stuff. But he's so focused on the picture part of it that he makes, when he posts stuff, I think it's just so much visually cooler than what like 90% of the people do. I know that they have plans and everything, but his specialty is photography, food photography, and so the pictures in the books, the way he sets everything up, it's just.
I did meet him. There's a great photo. I meant to bring this up because he's got a recipe for egg and chorizo breakfast tacos with kimchi.
I've never had kimchi.
Honestly,
If
I
it's
had
done right, it's good.
I had kimchi and fried rice. It is very pungent because it's a spicy cabbage, but just a little bit here and there, it just adds a little. It is pretty good. So
See, I got to find a place.
I
I got to find like a kimchi I can just buy because I'm obviously not going to make it.
I've been trying to buy some. I've bought some, and I'm not an expert, but
You
I've
got
bought a
H Mart.
few. And every
we
time
have Asian marts by
I
us.
should go
There
to-
has to be.
That's where I should
H Mart
go.
down the street has tons of
I
kimchi.
know, but I'm saying I bought like some in a jar, and it was a shit. But you can go there, and I think that you can buy it from the deli. Like they have it like in a.
Yeah, I
you
got to
don't want to
do
get too much because even the small jar is still pretty big. It might be too much.
just
No, but
enough
what I
to
mean,
see
they
if I
have
like
a
it.
they have a casket there that you scoop it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah, just
individual
enough,
serving.
just enough so I can see if I
Right.
like it because it's one of those things. I feel like it's spicy, and people talk about it all the time, and it's one of those things. I'm like, this is probably something I would eat a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, like by itself, it's kind of pungent unless you have a taste for it. But I think like if you put it in small doses, like I said, I had it in fried rice, and it was actually really,
with fried
it was
rice,
really
it's really
good.
good, yeah.
But it wasn't too much. It was just enough flavor. But just little strands of it.
I am going to go very soon because I've been talking about this with Jack and Cheryl and everything. I'm going to go on a fried rice little trip here that I'm going to start making some fried rice and trying to make the perfect fried rice because it's one of those things that I love.
You gotta get a wok. You gotta get a wok. Key is heat. Lots of heat.
Yeah, I got a
Heat, oil, a wok. You need a wok.
I just
That's
feel
what
like
you
a great veggie fried rice
like
is-
a cast iron wok.
need.
right?
No. You want a cast iron wok.
doesn't have to. I mean, I think
No,
cast iron's
wok.
too hard to cook in and too hard to keep clean.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
think you should go
Yeah.
with a more modern, easy to use, like
Yeah, something you can throw a
nonstick
ton of
wok.
heat on
Yep.
and throw some oil in.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I want to be. I want that to be like I love rice, and I feel like I
Yeah.
just don't eat enough of it.
Yeah.
And I really, it's just because, and I even like white rice. But
Sure.
but if I can make some good, really good fried rice, man, I am in.
So, Mark, I got a question for you. Is it possible to make chili with green hatch chili in it?
Green hatch.
Green
chili?
hatch. So that's indigenous to like New Mexico. I've had. So I was when
Well,
I
yeah,
was in
that'd
New
be part of the
when I
green
was
chili
when I
thing.
was in New Mexico years ago. They had green hatch chili, which is indigenous to that area out there, and they brought it out. I would put it on breakfast burrito. You could put it on meat.
Was it like a vegetarian chili?
Yeah, it's
Like
it's
this,
just green. It's kind of granular.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it was like really good. So
Yeah, because I'm not going to eat like ground beef, but that that hamburger chili that he has, you can get that fake
the
meat
hamburger
stuff.
soup. Yeah.
Yeah, the hamburger soup. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I think I could use that fake meat with. We found some good ones. That I love soups.
Yeah, well-
if I could find 2 or 3 soups to make, like just go tos, I'm so lame that I could eat the same thing over and over again for multiple weeks.
So I'm not a tailgate expert by any means, but I'm just visualizing if it's cold
Ted,
outside.
you don't even have a car that's
yeah.
capable of having things in it.
He's got a hatchback.
So look, if you're like, I'm just visualizing, if it's like 40 degrees and you're seeing a game late in the season and you're wearing your gloves or your mittens, just drinking hot soup out of a styrofoam cup, wouldn't that just be so good? It's just like, that would just fill you up.
Right.
You're not going to use a teaspoon to eat the soup, just drink it,
That's listen. I think if you're planning it out again, I think you get better.
Or drink chili. You can
Yeah,
drink,
I think like Mark has done. I think as you do more tailgates, I think you get better at what you want and what people want. Like am I going to do a Lilo and Stitch themed tailgate? No, because that that seems.
Well, this is a
ridiculous.
backyard party.
Okay.
It wasn't a tailgate, but
Okay, I'm still not going to do Lilo and Stitch.
But just
feel like
psychologically, like the colder the weather, like when you get like a hot liquid in you, that fills you up. It's very comforting. Versus like like you said, when it's 90 degrees
Yeah.
outside, maybe a different food. It's just not even the taste of the food, but just psychologically, eating something like it's like a hot liquid with like some beef and some vegetables in it would just be more comforting when it's like colder outside.
yeah.
Well, and you could do.
You've made your point.
Yeah, no, you could do like
taken.
instead of chicken wings, you could kind of debone the chicken and make it like, like that chicken wing sauce, different sauces.
Well, like
but
Mike
things you
has a
could,
chicken, like his chicken soup. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
But
you could do all
the
that. Make
chicken
different,
chili.
just make different. Yeah,
Chicken chili, chicken soup.
yeah.
But you can also do like what we would, if we could, we would tap it and tap our vein with it is the buffalo chicken dip. You can eat that as a meal. You could just give me a big straw.
Yeah, no, I 100.
I don't think I've ever tried that buffalo chicken dip.
Oh yeah, that's Jack makes a great buffalo chicken dip.
You can eat. Oh, you eat that by itself. You don't dip like a chip in there.
Yeah.
You
No,
can.
you're supposed to.
You're supposed to.
Supposed
You're
to.
supposed to.
So that's like saying, well, you're not supposed to take the Cool Whip out of the thing and you just like squirt it in your mouth.
Right.
The whipped cream. You're supposed to put it on something, but it's just really good when you squirt it directly in your mouth.
I mean, then you have all those calories of the ice cream. If you just eat the Cool Whip, there's way less calories.
Way less.
Way less calories. All right, I have some sad news. If I don't want to bring the show down because it was a lot of fun. For our friends and listeners in Japan, the largest beer company in Japan, the Asahi Group, they won't be making beer for a while. They were victims of a heinous and sickening cyber attack. And at present time, their beer-making facilities are shut down. Their entire... I guess they got some sort of horrible ransomware cyber attack, and they are not able to make beer anymore. They can't even.
That's actually
are you ready?
pretty
This is
funny.
how fucked up this is. They can't even take orders. I mean, they're everything about their
everything
beer
was like-
making is done.
That's actually
it is
pretty-
done. The people in Japan, once you buy up that beer, and this is like if what is Miller or Molson is the number one, right?
Coors Miller.
Coors, yeah. Imagine them just announcing tomorrow that they are shutting down and with no restart date. This is what's happening to our friends in Japan. So, listen, if you have time and you want to come to America, and by the way, you're not targets yet, so this would be a good time to come. They're still going after just brown people. Yeah,
What about isn't Sapporo Japanese? Sapporo beer?
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that's part of
Wow.
Ted.
Okay.
That's part of their. Yeah.
Well, go to
Yeah,
H. Go
this
to
is
H,
part of all
go,
this.
go to H Mart right now
Right.
and start hoarding it.
If you guys want to come here, hang out right around by Niles, Illinois, get a hotel room. I'm buying beers for you guys. I listen. I know what this would be like.
Just stay here in the studio. They can rent out the studio.
Yeah, that's true. It'd be fine. Yeah, Ted mostly sleeps on the couch anyway.
Yes.
And if there was actually beer in your fridge, then that would you could accommodate some. I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't accommodate Mark today, but maybe in the future you can
Well,
accommodate.
I don't have cold
Dying of
soda.
thirst.
Yeah, just drink a piss warm brisk. I don't understand the concept.
I'm looking for my Uber Eats order. Never showed up.
You clicked on DoorDash by mistake. That's why.
That would be so great if in the middle, hey, Mister. Wait, do you, what's that? The Simpsons voice.
I don't have it.
You don't have the Simpsons voice right now.
It's over.
I got your Uber Eats, sir. Somebody ordered a cold brisk. Yeah, $44, sir.
Right. $44.
Yeah, thank you, sir. No tip. I spit in that, sir. Yeah. So I thought that it's so weird. If a beer company shut down, I don't know what I would do.
Well, the funny thing, what happened was somebody probably clicked on a link. Somebody that in the admin and support office clicked on a link they shouldn't have, and obviously invited in a ransomware virus that shut down the whole system. Because it actually happened to our company, so we're taught that we get stuff where it's like a spoof email, and then once you click on a link, and they're like, I ain't doing none of that shit.
My wife can't even receive messages that have a photo or anything in it. Like
she's at work, yeah.
Yeah, if she's at work, her phone, she can't get pictures or anything on it.
I mean, doesn't that just make sense? I mean, you don't really need to do that shit, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's work.
When in doubt, just don't click on links that that
it's
seem
funny
random.
that brewery is so reliant on technology, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
so
interesting.
it's multiple locations.
Right,
but
it's
it's ASAHI, Asahi.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to visualize the Jack Daniels distillery in Lynchburg, Tennessee. I can't imagine them like a ransomware shutting down.
Don't fucking joke about that, Ted. That's not funny.
I know, exactly.
That's not funny. No one wants you to joke about that.
That's old school.
Okay. One thing before we go and before we get our last thoughts.
No, they get shut down by the flu virus. That's how old school they are. That's over within a few days. That's over in a few days.
Oh, by the Spanish flu from the 1920s.
All right. So there's a guy. His name is Bill Berrien. He was running for Wisconsin governor. Okay. He is no longer running for Wisconsin governor. He is a big Trumper, and a big Trumper Republican. He has many negative things to say about transgender people. Take a guess, real quick, at why he is not running for governor of Wisconsin.
Because he made a porn with a transgender person.
Anymore.
Kitty porn.
He made a porn with transgender.
Kitty porn on the hard drive.
Ted, he has said many negative things about transgender people and their exploits. Why is he not running for governor anymore?
Because they found his airline ticket to Thailand, where he was probably visiting his transgender counterpart out there.
So it's so funny.
Didn't I just say it?
Yes. Okay. It's so funny that
you made your point.
Almost
Not you.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's almost pretend. Okay. I mean, he is really outspoken about transgender people and all that stuff. Just following along with the playbook.
Because he had a bad experience.
Okay. So this is
he
how
didn't get the change back.
This is how he got busted. He has spent for the last 3 years following a non-binary porn performer, okay, a transgender person named, this is the best, Jizz Lee. Jizzlee. Jizz Lee.
Yeah,
Jizz Lee.
So he followed this person. Okay?
Like on OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where else would it be?
Yeah. So he's following this person.
Had a subscription.
And people found out.
Yeah.
Okay. So he tried to save it. Okay.
He tried to get ahead of it.
When he got busted.
Yeah.
Okay. He tried. So he really wants to be governor of Wisconsin. I guess. Okay. I guess to do whatever Donald Trump wants him to do, but he tried to get around it. I want you to take a quick guess at how he tried. They caught him. He said yes. I followed for several years. I followed Mr. Lee. Sorry,
yeah.
Or Jizz as we like to call him. Yeah. How do you think he tried to get around it?
Okay, this is how. If I were him, this is how I would try to get around it. I was running a reverse sting to see how far it would go. I wasn't really into it, but I was just running reverse sting just to see what would happen. But it was more of like an undercover operation. And it's all a big misunderstanding, obviously.
Oh man, Ted, you're good. Mark, any idea how you get around this?
How he's going to explain?
How he tried to explain. He's out. It was
over. For research purposes.
He gone.
Oh my God, you guys are both geniuses. Yes, he said that the reason that he was following this person. And all this stuff was it was important for political leaders to know all the different things that are happening in the world around him.
Yeah, it's just a public service announcement. That's
Yep.
all. So he's just
3 years.
it's like infiltrating.
3 years.
Yeah,
Him. 3 years. He followed Mr. Jizz.
it was a
or,
5.
no,
it was
sorry,
a
Mr. Lee.
It was a 5-year plan.
Yeah.
it got cut short.
And that's how he tried to get around it. I mean, man, why don't you just say it? I just want to be governor so bad that I'll say anything this guy says, but really, I want what this guy has.
Well, like I said, just move to Thailand. Just go to Thailand and move in with the lady boy. Problem solved. And you could just pretend to be the governor of whatever local province you're in. So but just not the governor of Wisconsin, unfortunately.
And
because there's different values there.
All he had to do was not run for governor, and him and Jizz,
Jizz,
could
could
have lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
Maybe they meet up.
Or in worst case scenario, he just renews his subscription at a discount because due to volume of views.
Yeah,
it's a workaround. So.
I mean, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That is absolutely awesome. I mean, and there's a lot of detail that he went into trying to really get around this thing, and it was fucking great.
But
honestly,
but I don't know what the percentage is, but doesn't like the transgender population make up less than like 1% of the population? But we talk about it as if it's like an epidemic, or it's
it's like you're walking around.
It's like what's a World War Z, where it's like millions of zombies running. Yeah, there's literally like non-existent.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
It is the weirdest thing that anyone complains about at any time. So yeah, it's really crazy. Okay, I had to get that in because I just want Bill Berrien to know that we know his story, and we're not really buying his bullshit.
Well, if we know his story, that means everybody knows his story.
Yeah.
If we're talking about it here, that means everybody knows.
Well, everybody around the world knows now. All right, last thoughts. I'm not going to let you go first, Ted. I'm going to let Mark go first because he is writing some sort of soliloquy. So
it's not my last thought, but my last thought would be to tailgate. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's your last thought.
That's my last thought.
Give it a try. Cook in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Food's always. I mean, food tastes better. Tastes different in a parking lot.
I don't like this segment, Ted.
You don't like last thoughts. I know you don't. All right, Ted. Last thought.
I was going to say, next time you take your transvestite mistress out for a date, drink your soup. You don't need a spoon.
What the fuck? Hey, I'm just proud that
not a big deal.
There was an 8-year-old involved in a tip, and you went so normal and actually really, really well that it really impressed.
And just don't get a poisonous snake.
Yeah.
Don't get a bushmaster.
Get something that wraps around your neck and kills you. I would never Jack or Savannah could never have a snake, so that would...
Well, that was a real story. So, like, some couple in Florida, years ago, got like a large boa constrictor, and of course, the thing got out because the tongue is actually used for heat. When the snake's tongue, so they got out of its enclosure and actually suffocated their kid in the middle of the night because that's what snakes do because they're reptiles.
Yeah.
So it's a terrible idea.
Terrible.
To have a predatory pet of any kind in your house.
Worst idea ever.
Yeah.
Okay. You might have heard recently that Bad Bunny is going to be the halftime entertainer for the Super Bowl.
So he's the Puerto Rican superstar who denounced Trump earlier, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
he's very anti-Trump. He said he wasn't going to do shows because he was afraid that ICE would come and start arresting people at his shows. Well, I mean, he does about 90% of his songs are in Spanish.
I guess he's like just super popular.
Super popular.
Yeah. So I just read this today real quick on a side note. So I guess he was in the middle of his workout when Jay-Z called him and something about, hey, you're going to be doing the Super Bowl show. And I guess he said he was in the middle of doing 100 pull-ups. Because I guess he's in great shape. He looks like
How do you work in? I don't understand how you work in a guy is hot.
Hopefully not 100 pull-ups in a row because that would be pretty impressive. So that would be like the world record. So.
Not even close.
Like, how about 10 sets of 10?
Jack LaLanne did 1,000.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Without getting off the...
He did 1,000 chin-up pull-ups and then 1,000 push-ups. 1,000.
That's pretty impressive.
I'm calling bullshit on that. I'm just calling bullshit on that.
Right. You don't know who Jack LaLanne is?
I know exactly who Jack LaLanne is.
Yeah, Jack LaLanne did 1,000 pull-ups, chin-ups, and then 1,000 push-ups.
I can believe that. He was in great. I mean, this is back in the 70s, right? This is like
1,000
50s and 60s.
Yeah.
70s.
1,000 pull-ups.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear that, but I mean, that would seem not in a row.
It's not
not in a row.
Yes, in a row.
1,000?
Yeah.
That seems physically
it's
impossible.
well documented.
Jack LaLanne. Hold on, I'm writing it
I
down.
think we talked about this 2 years ago on the show.
Oh, okay. Oh,
verbatim. Like this exact thing. And he also did like 1,000 sit-ups.
Yeah, but you know what?
believe
I
it.
was probably drinking heavily and didn't follow up. I'm following up
Jumping
on this.
jacks. I think he pulled
Burpees, yes.
he pulled the towboat, remember the tugboats across
yeah.
to Alcatraz from San Francisco Bay with his teeth.
With his teeth.
Was this like a strongman contest now?
I will be looking this up. Yeah, he was like the workout guy
Yeah,
before
he's
there
like-
was
well,
workout.
obviously
LaLanne, I mean, he's the godfather of modern exercise and nutrition.
Yeah.
Like he's the one that came up with Nautilus exercising,
Oh, okay.
working with a chair and a band at home
Yeah.
in the 50s. He had the longest running exercise show on television from like the 1950s
Okay.
until like the 1980s.
Yeah,
with his
that's
dog, his wife and his dog. He had like a
He
white
made his dog work out?
He had a white German Shepherd. I forgot what the dog's name was. Jack LaLanne was amazing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if I can get back to this. Okay. So again, Bad Bunny is performing at halftime of Super Bowl. He's from Puerto Rico. 90% of his songs are in Spanish. As soon as they announced it, a lot of people bitched and complained. But forgetting all that, because people were going to hear so much about this as time goes on from, all the weird people. One of the things in the article I saw was something about last year's halftime performer, Kendrick Lamar. Okay. He played in the Super Bowl, and the day after he played in the Super Bowl, the FCC received about 1,000 specific complaints about the show. These were the exact same. I mean, they received a lot of complaints about the show.
We saw the halftime show because we were watching Super Bowl at your house. So.
But there were about 1,000
Why
specific.
did I do my final thought? I thought we were doing final thought.
This is specific complaints. Okay,
This is an addendum.
just over 1,000 people called the FCC to complain that there weren't enough white people on the stage during Kendrick Lamar's performance. Not that his music sucked, not that his dancing was bad, or his costumes was too whatever. Their complaint was there was not enough white people on the stage. So this is all I'm going to say. The next time you're about to call the FCC for whatever you are watching that doesn't have enough white people in it, I want you to stop and ask yourself, would more white people actually make it better?
That's like me calling the NBA and saying there's not enough white people in the starting lineup.
It's just ask yourself.
Unless it's the Utah Jazz.
Would more white people actually make the thing you're watching better? That's what I need you to. That's what I need you to ask before you complain.
I would say no.
Before you complain. All right, man. It is so
Change
great.
the channel.
Yeah, that is
Change the fucking
right.
channel.
Right. Instead of trying to cancel somebody, just turn it off. If enough people turn it off, then it's canceled.
Well, then you got to just
And
watch.
then you'll add more white people.
No. If you want to see more white people, just watch the Austrian or the Austrian opera.
Here, you ready? You want to see more white people? Watch the Winter Olympics. They're going to be on for like 6 weeks, and you're going to see
February coming in
You're
February.
going to see a shitload of white people, and you know what the FCC won't get complaints about? Too many white people. Not enough white people.
Hey, there's not enough. Too many white people in the ski jump competition right now.
All right. It's great to have Mike on. We've got some really cool guests coming up. Like I said, we're going to do some shows. Hopefully my sister's going to be involved. We're going to do some shows from Indy. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of neat things coming up. Keep listening. Keep telling your friends. And we'll see everybody next week.